Alright, we good. Alright, Shalom Israel, Yahweh Shem Shabbat to all the brothers, Yahweh Shem Shem Shah to all the sisters. It's the ISBK Tuesday Brotherhood class. I'm Priest Officer Practice holding it down. I'll be here every Tuesday. I'll be here every Tuesday, you know what I mean? So you put the title with it. Jealousy get you nowhere? Nope. That's it. Yeah, kind of.
No, that's on.
It is? Okay, hold on. Make sure you like and share. All right, throw out. Like and share. Subscribe to all avenues of the ISBK, whether you in or which zone, whatever zones you be in. You know what I'm saying? As you see in the topic, you know, we're gonna get straight into it, how jealousy will get you nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's like you gotta remember that this brotherhood is very vital to all us as a nation. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why the Lord gave us the two greatest commandments. You know what I'm saying? It's the reason why the Lord gave us the two greatest commandments. Who knows what the two greatest commandments is? Go ahead.
Salaki, sir. The first one is to love the Most High with all your heart, and the second is to love your brother as you love yourself.
Right. Can you show it to me though?
Come on.
Pull the precept.
Okay. Matthew?
St. Matthew.
Oh.
Matthew 22 and 37.
Come on. The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse. The book of Matthew, chapter 22 and verse 37. Yahweh said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind.
That's the first one. Go ahead.
Verse 38. This is the first and great commandment.
Right. Verse
39. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Like, you know, this is basic UPK precept. You know what I'm saying? You bring this out often because you're supposed to love your brother as yourself. The Lord Yahweh said this to a multitude of people to help them to understand that the foundation of the law is built on brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? That's why I said brotherhood is vital for us to thrive as a nation. You see what I'm saying? That's the foundation of our law. You know what I mean? Give me Hebrews 13 and 1.
Oh, no.
Now, brotherhood being the foundation of our law, that means you have to always be in the spirit of brotherhood. You have to always be brotherhood. It's the little things that creep in and stops us from growing as a nation. Small things. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like how we at the men above me say, communication. You know what I'm saying? It can be not responding. It can be jealousy. That's the main one. You know what I'm saying? But it's the small things. It's the small things that stop us from growing as a nation. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, read that precept. All throughout the scriptures, all throughout the precepts, all throughout the scripture, you're gonna see that the Lord is telling us and commanding us to be brothers and reminding us how to be brothers. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
So I get 13 and 7?
13 and 1.
13 and 1? Okay. The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Right. So they're saying, read one more time.
Oh, God. The book of Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. Let brotherly love continue.
Let brotherly love continue. Always continue in brotherhood. Always love your brother as yourself. Always regard your brother in his troubles and his hard times and what he's going through. Understand your brother. Build up your brother. Laugh and have good times with your brother. Struggle with your brother. You see what I'm saying? These are things that that are required of us as being brothers. You see what I'm saying? Give me Psalms 133 and 1. Because it's accounts in the Bible that show brothers being extremely brotherly. One I can think of off the top of my head is Christ dying for your sins. That's extremely brotherly. It says no greater love of a man than this, that he laid down his life for his friends. You see what I'm saying? That's extreme brotherhood right there. That's to the max. You know what I mean? He laid down his life for his brothers, for his people. We have to follow that example. We have to follow that suit. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Okay. Like, so you said 133 or 3?
133 and 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 133 and verse 1. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity.
It's a good and pleasant thing for brothers to dwell together in unity. For us to come together, blacks and browns, unite and be joined together and keep the Lord's commandments, keep the Lord's high holy days, and grow together as a nation. That's a beautiful thing. It's a wonderful thing. You see what I'm saying? But then on the flip side of that, you got Satan pleading this, trying to creep in any single way, shape, or form to break it up, to keep you apart from your brothers, to keep you hating your brother, whether it be, and it starts with the small things, like I'm saying. It starts with the small things. It starts with jealousy. It starts with, oh, he think he's fresher than everybody, or he think he, like those little small little thoughts that creep into your mind, or somebody else coming up on you and being like, hold on, look at him. He got his new chain on. He think he big time. You know what I'm saying? It's small stuff like that, or not even in the aspect of looking at each other or material things, but it can be small things as you can be unbrotherly as not responding to a brother, not respecting a brother's rank. You see what I'm saying? Because the brother has his rank, it's ordained from the Lord. You see what I'm saying? And that's small things like, oh, he's just a 50, whatever. Or he's just a 500, he's nothing. Or he's just a trooper, he's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Or I respect this captain and not this captain.
Right.
I listen to this 5,000, not that 5,000.
Right.
And likewise for everything else. You see what I'm saying? All the ranks in between. That's an unbrotherly mindset. And now you are a man pleaser. Because you don't respect the brother's rank, and that the rank is of the Lord. Right. That's very unbrotherly of you. Right. See what I'm saying? Give me let me see. I got that preset for you. 1 second. Give me Romans 12 and 10.
Come on.
I want to get this account, but I want to get these precepts first. I'm going to the account of Joseph and show you how jealousy is a virus that plagues the Black, Hispanic, and Native community, and that we need to rid ourselves of it. Jealousy breeds envy breeds malice. It's like, before you get that, give me the definition of jealousy, give me the definition of envy, and give me the definition of malice. These things you need to understand. Go ahead. That's why.
That is crazy when we talk about jealousy, because that's something I never really understood. Like, maybe when I was a kid, I was mad because my brother got something I didn't. Mm-hmm. I wasn't like jealous like that. But it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I forgot the point I was going to make. No. But I'm good, kind of tired of slogging. Excuse me, sir. But it is crazy because you could get the same thing that, you know what I'm saying, that someone else has. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I tell, like when we lived in the hood, that was the thing that people killed each other for. Oh, this thing got the fluid, or this cat got the car, but you can do the same thing. If you don't know how to do it, just ask somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's brother show you how to get something. You know what I'm saying?
And in here, brother gonna show you how to get it. My brother gonna show you how to either be like him or be better than him. Most likely gonna be better than him. But if you be like, hey, how you get that chain from Brother? Brother gonna be like, nah, man, I ain't gonna have you trying to look fly like me. Like, nah, man, like, I ain't gonna send you the link. You might look better than me. I'm trying to have but it's gonna be like, look, this website right here. I pay such and such. Go ahead and get it for you. You see what I'm saying? You see, a lot of times you see brothers wearing the same thing. Right. Like, I'm not the only brother with this shirt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the only, unless you get something customly made. Another brother might want the same thing. Like, I'm gonna be like, nah, man, you can't have this. I'm gonna show the brother how to do it the same way. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's brotherhood. That jealousy, when that jealousy creeps in, it'll have you start like, oh, he don't want me to, and he don't want me to be like this, or he's just hating on me. And when that demon creeps in, that small little demon of jealousy, or whatever it is, it could be jealous. You could be jealous of many different things, not just material clothes. You can be jealous of a brother teaching a class. You can be jealous of a brother just the way he walk. You know what I'm saying? And that jealousy, you can be jealous of a brother in his red. That jealousy breeds envy. Y'all got them definitions? Jealousy, envy.
I got jealousy, sir.
The phone did.
What's the scripture, sir? I'll put a scripture.
Romans.
12:10, sir.
No, I'm gonna get to 12. I'm gonna get to Romans right now. We're gonna go into jealousy. Give me Genesis 37.
What the definition, sir?
Yeah, give me jealousy. Go ahead.
I'm saying like for me, that's why I always like when I see our brothers coming up, where they get a car or whatever, that's why I always speak my brothers up, because for me, it was always hard for our people to get stuff. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So some brothers, I get to see them when they going through, when they don't have a car, when they go, you know what I'm saying? I see it bounce back. And for me, that's inspiring. Mm-hmm. It's a fire in me to see my brother, you know what I'm saying? He didn't go back to go sell dope, he ain't out there pimping whores, you know what I'm saying? Nothing like that. He did it the right way, and he come back. I get happy when I see that. You know what I'm saying? That's just the kind of brother I try to spread, because I know how difficult it is to achieve things, get some things. Even if we didn't do something, they coming back with, you know what I'm saying? Just achieving to get more stuff. It's hard on us to do that.
Right. And then that's the spirit of the Lord. To be happy, to see your brother and see him coming up and you're happy for him, that's the spirit of the Lord. That's brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? And to be going through, when your brother's struggling, and like you say, you see him in his hard times, you see him coming to a time where he's able to bounce back, but you was with him when you were struggling, that's also brotherhood. That's also the spirit of the Lord. You motivated that brother. You helped that brother. You even was an ear for that brother when he needed to vent and get his problems off his chest. That's brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? That's what we need as a nation. Not just disregard a brother's feelings or his issues. You know what I'm saying? We supposed to be your burdens is my burdens. My burdens is your burdens. I don't got none. I'm taking on yours because yours is mine. You see what I'm saying? That's how we're supposed to be as a nation. And we raise, and that's how you teach your sons to be that. That's how we raise righteous seed and raise righteous brothers up. If they see that example being followed by us, and they come in here and they can be able to follow suit. You see what I'm saying? But y'all got the definition of jealousy?
The definition of jealousy: a jealous disposition, attitude, or feeling.
Maybe you got to be jealous.
Oh, I got it right here. Sir.
Got it? Okay.
Hostile toward a rival or one believed to enjoy an advantage. Envious.
Envious. That's what I said. You might have to click on envious next. Hostile towards a rival. So so you're breeding rivalry between brothers by you thinking jealousy, having jealousy in your mind. You breeding rivalry between your brothers. You're looking at him as a rival, as somebody you have an up with, as somebody you have a problem with. And it shouldn't be like that. If you have a problem with your brother, what scripture say? You bring it to him and him alone. He might be doing something not know he's offending you. And if you don't bring it to that brother, you're now the problem.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? You're now the issue. You now become the one that's causing the drama, not him, because he doesn't know. How would he ever know if you never tell him? You know what I'm saying? If you never can be a man enough to tell a brother, then how the hell is he supposed to know? And likewise, when I'm speaking of this brotherhood, it's also for sisters as well. Don't get that messed up too. One thing is just strictly the Bible. We just talk about men at this point. Right. No, brotherhood and sisterhood are synonymous. Right. They go hand in hand. See what I'm saying? A sister won't know either if you don't bring it to her. You know what I mean? Read that definition one more time.
Come on. The definition of jealousy: a jealous disposition, attitude, or feeling. Hostile toward a rival or one believed to enjoy an advantage.
We're gonna be hostile towards each other. I'm gonna be hostile towards Ramak because Ramak got a fresh headband on, or because Ramak's teaching a class, or because Ramak has a Hebrew. I'm slacking. Ramak got a Hebrew Academy cover. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be jealous of him. No, I'm the big my brother. Hey, most high Christ, I'm trying to be like you someday. I'm trying to get it like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Show me, give me some of the game. Give me some of the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Isn't that what he's there for? If the Lord put him in a position above you, isn't that what he's there for? To teach you what you don't know and show you how to get it. Right? Go ahead, Ramon.
I'm not mistaken. If I may, I'm not mistaken. I believe it was John Muhammad that said you got to make the men that's under us better than us.
Right. I've heard that before. That's right. You're supposed to make the men under you better than what you are. You know what I'm saying? And when you see unbrotherly, I don't know if this is a word, unbrotherliness going on, you're supposed to check it and show a brother how to be brotherly. You know what I'm saying? That is a big issue coming out of the world. In the world, everybody's unbrotherly. Like in the world, some way, shape, form, or fashion, niggas is unbrotherly. They don't love one another. Blacks is pinned against Hispanics, Hispanics pinned against black. That's unbrotherly right there. And even in deeper than that, in the inner complex of things in black and black, nobody wants to see you up. Nobody wants to see you shine. Nobody wants to see you winning. Nobody wants to help you get to where they're at. You know what I'm saying? They might want to. It gets real unbrotherly. It's real deep. Definitely, if you come from a street background, it gets real deep. You got something to say?
You got to do that ain't by showing you real love, because that's the enemy dealing with you. You know what I'm saying? Like when I see you, sir, I get happy about you. I know y'all got clean styles and everything, like how y'all dress, how y'all is, how y'all do, how y'all carry yourselves. This is everything about my brothers. I look up to that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I never had that skill. So when I see you, I'm not gonna hate her. I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? I see y'all, I'm like, God damn, these niggas, you like goddamn superstars, bro. Like your headband tight to sell, your glasses tight to sell. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like man, just like, you know what I'm saying? The devil be trying to deal with me, dealing with brotherhood on trust issues, things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I'm happy you brought that up. Go ahead. Keep going up.
And that's something I constantly have to battle with, because they'll be trying to put in my head like, niggas don't want you now.
Mm-hmm.
See, they don't like you, then you cut us down. You don't fit in with this type of crowd. You feel what, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I get around my brothers, and my brothers accept me. Mm-hmm. They love me. They correct me. They teach me the truth. They don't deny me for nothing.
Right.
I'm like, if I would have listened to that voice and went off on that shit coming around, I could have, you know what I'm saying, become what's called a disruption to my brothers. So you got to fight with it, because that's the enemy.
Right.
So that's the enemy. And here it ain't nothing but love. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And we can't let the enemy get a foothold and destroy the brotherhood, man.
Right. Because
he officially trying to take it.
He'll come in just like that little small voice. Like I said, he'll come in just that small. And man, these niggas don't want me around. Or it'd be something so small as like you'll be talking and nobody hear what you said, but you feel like they heard what you said or they didn't respond to what you said, and be bam. Now you like, this nigga, man, F this. You know what I'm saying? Or it'd be like how you said, trust. Coming like, man, I don't know if I can trust these niggas like that. I don't know if I can be around them like that. I don't know if I fit in like that. That's a demon trying to creep in. When you come around, brothers don't accept you. Brothers don't mess with you. We don't deal with you how we deal with you, how we deal with each other. Right. And that's, you can't let those little things turn into big things. Right. Can't let that, because that's the I'm telling you, the beginning of it is jealousy. It starts with that. You become that rivalry, that hostility that you start to have. Then it turns to envy. You got envy? Nothing's up?
Come.
Give me envy.
The definition of envy: a feeling of unhappiness over another's good fortune, together with a desire to have the same good fortune he was filled with. Envy on seeing.
Hold on. Read that one more time.
The definition of envy: a feeling of unhappiness,
right,
over another's good fortune.
You're upset because somebody else is prospering. See, first you were a rival with them. You had an attitude towards them. Now you're upset because they're happy. You see what I'm saying? Now you're upset because a person can walk in with a smile on their face, and because you were at first jealous of them, and you bred that rivalry in your mind and had that hostility or that attitude towards that person. Now you're just mad when you see that person. You're envious. Right? Go ahead, keep going.
Come. Together with a desire to have the same good fortune.
Okay, now this goes into a commandment. Thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's house, thou shalt not covet thy neighbor's wife, manservant, maidservant, ox, cattle, or anything that is thy neighbor's.
Right.
Now you want what they got.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And you're mad that they have it.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep going.
That's it for envy, sir.
There's no more on it.
They got the sentence to go with it.
Let's hear it.
A sentence to go with envy. He was filled with envy on seeing her success, to feel unhappiness over the good fortune or someone.
Okay, now give me malice.
Malice.
Give me malice. Now, I'm telling you the 3 steps. It starts with jealousy. And jealousy can be nipped in the bud real fast. It can be nipped in the bud over communication. Simple communication in the scripture said, do ye well to communicate. Jealousy is nipped in the bud. Stops. You don't have no attitude. You don't have no rivalry. You don't have no hostility towards your brother. Then that way that envy doesn't breed. But when this demon of envy gets in you, it's gonna quickly escalate to malice. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead. I'm gonna show y'all in Genesis. Remind you on Genesis. Genesis 37 and 1. I'm gonna show you an account in the Bible where jealousy bred envy and envy bred malice. Right? Go ahead.
The definition of malice: desire to cause pain, injury, or distress to another.
Right? Because hold on, because you were just at the simple fact of them walking through that door, you're upset at them. At the simple fact that he's rolling around in his car, you're upset at him. So now what you want to do? I want to stop him from riding in that damn car. I don't want to see him up. I want what he has, and since I can't get it, I'm going to take it from him.
Right.
See what I'm saying? That's the mindset that breeds. And sadly, a lot of our brothers and sisters in the world have this mindset. They have this demon on them. That's why a nigga get gunned down for what? Nothing. Because he came up. You know what I mean? That's why that happens. Right. You see it like this, and a brother gets shot down for nothing. That's why pretty girls get beat up and jumped for nothing.
Right.
Just because they look good.
Right.
This is why this happens. Because that jealousy came in, girls, she's first day at school, she's walked through the door. Who she thinks she is? That jealousy click in, that rivalry, the attitude towards one another. Then she see it every day like, oh, she thinks she fresh, huh? I want them shoes. Oh, I always wanted them shoes. That's envy.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Then now, since the girl might be quiet, don't know how to be around everybody. I don't really know y'all like that. You know, that's what I said. Communication would have been cool. They could have broke the ice. But instead, they just let that demon fester and grow. And now that it festered and grew, oh, she looked at me the wrong way. I'm finna beat her up after school. You want to jump her? Let's jump her. Let's jump her.
Right. And
all for nothing. All just because she looked good. And she's well put together. It's happened. I got sisters. Trust me. I know. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, so don't let that brother be the brother that they crushing on be on that new
right. That's a whole. It goes jealousy to malice in the instant. After that, they skip the whole envy demon. He want her. I want him. Oh no, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And likewise for brothers too, though.
Right.
It's likewise for brothers too. A brother be like, nah, man, this dude, look at him. And he get a sister, and they wanted the sister. It's been whole plots, and like that's where you gotta train up a child with the way they may go. Right. It's been whole plots put on, and kids done got murdered over this.
That's right. You're right, sir.
Kids done got murdered over nothing. Just like brothers in the street done got murdered over nothing because he rolling around on some 22s in El Camino over nothing, or because he got the new J's on. Or because he just talked better than me. Or he just, his whole style or the way he is just, he got a better wife than me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to you in the truth, it's like, damn, that's retarded.
Yeah.
But for people in the world, it's really serious to them. And we got to battle that. That's what you got to battle off, brothers. Or just because he's Hispanic, I envy him. They got more camaraderie than us as blacks. You can have the same camaraderie as Hispanics if you learn this truth and come together. If you drop that jealousy and that envy, you see what I'm saying? But malice, go ahead, give me that. Book the shot.
Come on. The definition of malice: desire to cause pain, injury, or distress to another.
You desire to cause a brother pain. You desire to cause a brother hurt. To take a father from his children. To take a son from his mother. To cripple him or to hurt him. That's what your enemy wants to do to you. You understand? Like that's what we live in. Our life is about warfare. Your enemy wants to kill you and do that to you. He wants to bring malice to your life. That's why this whole system of America and what it's built on is for malice for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
Right.
It's to bring you hurt, pain, and destruction.
Right.
Because they're jealous and they're envious, and now they want to cause you malice. So you're gonna have that for your brother? You're gonna have that for your own flesh and blood, your own skin? Bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh? That's how you're gonna be for your own people? We already suffer enough from all these other nations.
That's right.
Now I gotta come into my own community and deal with it for my own people? To hell with that. You as a brother and sister, you have a duty to your own brothers and sisters. Whether you realize it or not, the Lord ordained it. You have a duty to them. You're supposed to serve, you're supposed to slack it. You're supposed to be a brother to them. That's what you're supposed to do. That's the bottom line of it. You're supposed to be a brother to them. If you go above and beyond, you go above and beyond. But you are supposed to be a brother to them. You're supposed to love them as you love yourself.
Right.
If you wouldn't steal from yourself, don't steal from your brother. If you wouldn't hurt yourself, don't hurt your brother. Because they're a father just like you are. They're a mother just like you are. Now, y'all might have different mindsets on how y'all mother and this and that, but you should always be in the mindset of brotherhood and sisterhood.
Right.
And look, I'm going to be here every Tuesday. We gonna get this right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Give me Romans. How were you at, Ramon? Somebody give me Romans 12. Hold on. 12, I believe is 13 and 2. Hold on. Let me see. 12 and 2.
12 and 2?
Yeah, 12 and 2.
Oh, God. The book of Romans chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Right. Be not conformed to this world. This world will have you thinking blacks, as black people, you're supposed to hate Hispanics. And that jealousy and envy is normal.
Right.
Why would they have you thinking that? Why would this world have you thinking that? That jealousy and envy is normal. Why? Can anybody tell me why? Go ahead, Ramon.
I would say to divide us.
To divide you. But why would they want you to think that jealousy and envy is normal? Anybody? Go ahead, Swap.
Like I said, to divide us, but to turn us against each other and have us killing each other.
Right?
They want us, they want us gone.
That's a good answer too. That's exactly gonna give it a shot.
To make it normal. To make the opposite of what the Most High wants for us, the norm, pretty much.
That's a good answer as well. But I'm gonna bring it home for y'all. They want it to be like that because that's how they are.
Right.
See what I'm saying? Because that's how they are. They are exactly like it's normal to be jealous, envious, and hating one another. A white woman want to have sex with her husband's brother in his bed, in his home. Because why? She got mad at something, and now what? The white dude want to kill up the whole family. And he, since the beginning, I'm going to take it even further than that. Since the beginning, since Esau, he was always jealous of Jacob. So it's in their blood to be like that. So why wouldn't they raise up a nation or build up their society to be built on that? Your society is built on how you are. Because the society is made up of people who are a certain way. So if your society is built on raping, robbing, pillaging, being jealous of another nation, why wouldn't you try to normalize that to make you not look so bad?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you try to normalize that to make you not look so bad? You're going to do that. Just like if we built our nation on the law, statutes, commandments of this Bible, our nation will be loving one another, serving the Lord, keeping our holy days, and being a wise and understanding people to the world.
Right.
And then we will normalize that.
Right.
And in normalizing that, the world will be what? A better goddamn place. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Better than what it is. Right? Give me it's not Romans, it's 12:7. I mean 13:7, it's like that's what I want.
The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 7.
I'm gonna get to the account that I said that talks about jealousy, envy, and malice. I'm gonna get to that. How jealousy bred envy and envy bred malice. We're gonna get that. Don't sweat. I ain't forget about it. Go ahead, give me that.
Come on. The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 7. Render therefore to all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due.
What's that say? What's that mean? Respect who should be respected. That's why when I mentioned earlier about the rank, respect the brother's rank. He should be respected, whether you kick it with him every day or not. You know what I'm saying? Some brothers is closer than others. You know, some brothers kick it every day, and some brothers you see when you see him. But respect him as a man and as your brother. And if he has rank over you, respect that too. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. Read that one more time.
Okay. The book of Romans, chapter 13 and verse 7.
Don't be a man, please. Right? Go ahead.
Render therefore to all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due. Custom to whom custom.
Keep going.
Fear to whom fear. Honor to whom honor.
Keep going.
Verse 8. Owe no man anything.
Right.
But to love one another.
Love one another. Keep going.
For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law.
Right. What is the law? We brought out Matthew 23, 22, 23. I'll get the chapters mixed up. But the 37th verse. Love the Lord, love the Most High with all their heart, all their soul, and love thy brother as thyself. You fulfilling the law by doing these things, right? Right? And in doing that, by being honorable, by showing tribute, showing respect, by paying your debts off. Brother loan you some money, you pay him back. By doing these things and keeping the customs, what are you doing? You're keeping the law, right?
Right.
Keep going.
Okay. Verse 9. For this thou shalt not commit adultery.
Because if you're doing these things, you're not gonna go commit adultery. You're not gonna sleep with your brother's wife or anybody's wife at that. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not kill.
You're not gonna kill your brothers, right? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not steal.
You're not gonna steal.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
What does this sound like? Go ahead after that. You hear every
These are the laws of Moses, right?
Right. You hear every Saturday. That's how you know. Come on, drill this into your mind. Exodus 20. You know what I'm saying? These are the 10 commandments. Keep going. You're not gonna bear false witness. You're not gonna lie on your brother. You're gonna say, "Oh, I think it was such and such that did that," when he wasn't even nowhere around. And neither were you. You know what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet.
Covet. That's that. That's that envy. Go ahead.
And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Right. See what I'm saying? These are the things that we need to gain as a nation. Forget what the white man got going on. This kingdom gonna fall. Right. You want to be comfortable while this kingdom is falling? Right. Don't you want to be sitting back? Like, do you want to be struggling while your enemies is falling? Or you want to be sitting back like, hey, la yasha Allah. You know what I'm saying? Right. Let's chill. I'm chilling with the brothers and we laughing at this. Right. We enjoying our time together. Our ribs is safe. Our kids is safe. We're good. We barbecuing. And Esau going panicking about some COVID-19. See what I'm saying? Don't you want to be comfortable in these times? You're not going to be comfortable if you're out there by yourself. But you know that right now. When you have brothers to rely on and lean on, and the Lord by your side, that's when you're going to be comfortable in your enemy's falling. You see what I'm saying? In the falling of this kingdom. Right? Now drop that. Give me Genesis 37.
The book of Genesis, chapter 37 and verse 1.
Right, hold on. Now, if anybody don't know the account of Joseph, he's going into Joseph and what they did to Joseph as a young man. Right? Remember the point that I said, jealousy breeds envy, envy breeds malice. You understand? Right? Go ahead. Genesis 37:1.
And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a stranger in the land of Canaan.
Right, so they're in the land of Canaan at this time. Go ahead.
These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brethren.
Right, this is when Joseph was a young boy, 17 years old, right? I'm sounding like somebody from the East Coast. I said young boy. And that came out so naturally, too. It's a young boy. That's crazy. Joseph was a young man. Go ahead.
Was feeding the flock with his brethren. And the lad was with the sons of Bilhah. Bilhah,
yeah.
Of Bilhah. And with the sons of Zilpah, his father's wives.
Right, so Joseph is just sitting around with, he's 17 years old at this time. He's sitting around with his father's wives, which are his stepmothers. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting around with them, like, you know, as a family. He's just, I don't know what he's doing, but he's just around them, right? Go ahead.
Oh, God. And Joseph brought unto his father their evil report.
Hold on, where you at? Did I read that last night?
Verse 2 at the end of 2.
All right, keep going. That's from the previous chapter. Keep going.
Now Israel loved Joseph more than all his children.
He had a favorite son. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He had a favorite son. Keep going.
Because he was the son of his old age.
Right, because he had him when he was old. He was like, man, this is my boy. Right? Then when you get older, you get a little bit more like, you value certain things differently as a young man. A young man, when you're young, you're like, man, I want my son to be tough, rough. You know what I'm saying? When you're older, you're like, man, I want my son to be wild. I want him to be a little bit more like me, chill, laid back. And Joseph might have been that. You know what I'm saying? To him, and he had him while he was older too. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, continue.
And he made him a coat of many colors.
Right, so he made him a special coat. Right? Remember this coat. Keep going.
And when his brethren saw that their father loved him more than all his brethren, they hated him.
What's the definition? What's hate? Hate is what?
Envy.
Well, not yet. The step before that. It's jealousy. You know what I'm saying? You start to despise him. You have an attitude towards him. If you have an attitude towards somebody, you don't like them. If you don't like them, what does that mean? You hate them. You see what I'm saying? Right. Go ahead, continue.
And could not speak peaceably unto him.
Right. They couldn't even talk. They hated him so much, and that demon bred on him so big that their brothers couldn't even talk to him peaceably. It was always like throwing jabs at him, like, look at this nigga. They come and you walk into the room like, look at him. Big head, or you know what I'm saying? Probably roasting them up. You know how Israelites is. Go ahead.
I was gonna say like passively aggressive.
Yeah, or just blatantly getting on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, just like talking about him for no reason. He young. He probably went like, I don't know. I think Joseph is the second youngest at this time. It's either Benjamin. I know Benjamin's under Joseph, so either Joseph's the second youngest, or at this time he is the youngest. I don't know if Benjamin is born at this time or not. It's like I gotta read up some more, but it's just like that. But I know Benjamin is younger than Joseph, right? Or Benjamin is a baby, right? Go ahead. So Joseph will be kind of like the youngest brother at this point, because around the other brothers.
So Joseph was a tribe.
Joseph's sons are a tribe. Joseph has two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. Those are his two sons. Those are the tribes. Joseph it's not a tribe, but Joseph. Right. You know what I'm saying? His sons are the two tribes. See what I'm saying? All right. Go ahead. Continue on that though.
Genesis 37:5. And Joseph dreamed a dream.
Joseph had a dream. Go ahead.
And he told it to his brethren. And they hated him, yet the more.
Right. Now, it's a precept I want to get. Hold this. It's a precept I want to get. It's in Ecclesiasticus 37:11. Somebody pull that for me. Anybody got an apocryphal? I got one. You don't got one.
So what is it?
Ecclesiasticus
37:11.
37:11. Count. You gotta watch who you talk to. You see what I'm saying? You ever heard that precept? We don't discuss war with cowards. You ever heard like paraphrase like we don't discuss war? Brothers say that like, we don't discuss war with cowards. This is why we say that. Keep give me Ecclesiasticus 37:11. We're gonna get back to this account of Joseph in a second.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 37 and verse 11. Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous.
Hold on, wait. Give me your verse up.
Verse 10. Consult not with one that suspecteth thee.
Suspected thee?
Suspecteth thee. And hide thy counsel from such as envy thee.
Right. Hide your counsel from such as envy thee. So, like, you know, you getting counsel from somebody, that means you telling them your problems or your issues or what you thinking, or you just having a deep conversation. Let's put it that way, right? Go ahead.
Verse 11. Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous, neither with a coward in matters of war.
Right. So neither consult with a woman in matters of touching her. Don't go talk to your woman about multiple wives, because she's gonna give you ill counsel on that. Now, I don't think you should do that because because she's jealous of that happening. Right? And then the flip side of that, go ahead, keep going.
Nor with a merchant concerning.
No, go right above that. Neither with a coward.
Neither with a coward in matters of war.
Just like you would, don't go talk to people who envy you. Just like you wouldn't go talk to your wife about something that she's jealous of. Just how you wouldn't go talk to a coward about matters of war. Keep going.
Nor with a merchant concerning exchange.
Nor with a merchant concerning exchange, because the merchant just trying to sell this stuff and get it on. Right? Keep going.
Nor with a buyer of selling. Nor with an envious man of thankfulness.
Right. Then you don't go talk to no envious man of how happy you are. He's mad about everything.
Right.
They gonna go talk to him about how happy you are.
Right.
You're gonna be like, hey man, I done got this new whip, I done got this and that. You're gonna be like, nigga, I don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm finna take this from you too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't go talk, you gotta watch who you speak with. This is the whole point of this precept. And I'm bringing this up because Joseph's coming to tell his brothers his dream, and they despise him. You see what I'm saying? You gotta watch who you talk to. Make sure they're not envious. But Joseph is oblivious to this because why? His brothers are not being brotherly and coming to him with their issue, coming to him with their problem. You see what I'm saying? And it's really not even a problem they have with Joseph. It's because their dad loved Joseph more. So it's really your issues with your father. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Nor with the slothful for any work.
Why are you gonna talk to a slothful man about putting in any work? I'm gonna go talk. I'm about to do this and this for the school. Your brother gonna be sitting there like, yeah. That's, hey, look, I wouldn't do all that, but you know, yeah, that's good. Like, what's the point of talking to him? You want to talk to your brother that's gonna be like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna get down with you. You know what I'm saying? Motivate you. That's how you want to be. You gotta watch who you talk to about certain things. Know who you are. The Bible scriptures tell us in Ecclesiasticus 6 and 7, I believe, 6 and 7, about prove a friend. You gotta prove who you around. Know those who labor amongst you. I'm gonna go talk to my family in the world about putting in some work for the school. They're gonna look at me like I don't care. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna. Not only do they understand. Right? Keep going.
Nor with a hireling for a year of finishing work.
Right. Don't talk. That's basically speaking on somebody who's temporarily hired about something that's long term. They don't want to hear that. They just want to get they hire for this specific time, and that's all they want to do. Keep going.
Nor with an idle servant of much business.
Somebody who's stagnant. Don't talk to them about doing a lot of work. They're not gonna. They're stagnant. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hearken not unto these in any manner of counsel.
Right. Keep going.
But be continually with a godly man.
Right.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Lord.
Right.
Whose mind is according to thy mind.
Right.
And will sorrow with thee if thou shalt not miscarry.
What is it? Amos 3:3. Can two walk together lest they be joined?
Oh God.
Right. You gotta be around like-mindedness.
Right.
People who are like-minded with you. If you're not, it's gonna be a downside to it. Something's gonna fail on wavering. Right? But I brought this precept out to prove the point that Joseph is bringing out his dream to people who are envious of him. Right? Go ahead. Now go back to 37. Genesis 37.
The book of Genesis chapter 37.
Any questions? For those who are online, any questions or comments that y'all want to hear? That y'all have, type them in the chat, and we'll get to them if I can answer. If not, I'm gonna direct you to the person who can. Right? Go ahead.
Genesis chapter 37 and verse 6. And he said unto them, Hear, I pray you, this dream which I have dreamed.
Right. So now Joseph is coming to now. Look, from this point, we already got. If you're just now coming into the chat, you already got that jealousy. I talked about in the beginning of the class. Jealousy breeds envy. Envy breeds malice. We got the definition of those three things, right? Now the brothers was jealous of Joseph. These are the forefathers of the 12 tribes, right? The brothers of Joseph were jealous of Joseph because their father loved him more. This is his favorite son, and they seen it, and Joseph was oblivious to his brothers hating him, right? So now we're going into how Joseph is about to consult. He's about to tell them about his dream. And we just read in Ecclesiastes 37 and 10 through I believe like 13 roughly. You don't counsel with people who are envious of you, or the opposite of what you're trying to do. Not gonna go tell a man talk to a coward about matters of war. Not gonna talk to you know what I'm saying, Slacky. Keep going on the precept. Slacky.
Verse 7. For behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheep arose, and also stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood around about, and made obeisance.
What verse?
7 and 7.
Let me see.
And made
obeisance
to
my sheep.
And his brother said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us?
Right.
Or shalt thou indeed have dominion over us?
Right. So he's telling them hey man, I had this dream. And in my dream, y'all sheaves was lesser than mine, and y'all came and look at the definition of obeisance, so I can get the proper breakdown of it. Go ahead.
They bow down?
Yeah, bow down. That's basically their sheaves came and served his sheep. Right. So that's what they basically so what, we supposed to be serving you? We gotta remember they have a jealous mindset.
Right.
And it's kinda at this point in time, after these dreams, it's gonna turn into malice. See what I'm saying? It's borderline it's borderline envy already. So they already jealous, but they're in that envious stage right now. Right now, hearing this dream is making it worse. Go ahead, Swap.
It's crazy. Jealousy had him so blinded that they didn't even understand how much he still loved them, even after all the evil they did.
Because I'm gonna touch on that. I'm gonna touch on that after we get this, because it's deep. Joseph still was brotherly. Keep going.
Verse 8. And his brethren said to him, Shalt thou indeed reign over us, or shall indeed have dominion over us? And they hated him yet the more for his dreams and for his words.
I hate it. Like just like what was the definition of envy? Go ahead, not to that.
So like you want the full definition, sir?
No, just what you remember.
For envy, that's it's a feeling of unhappiness.
Mm-hmm.
For Salaki, actually, yeah, it's a feeling of unhappiness for someone else's good fortune.
Right. So you just unhappy for them for no reason. I believe it says something else. You got the definition?
Come.
Yeah, give it for me one more time.
The definition of envy is
envy,
Salaki. The definition of envy: a feeling of unhappiness over another's good fortune,
right?
Together with a desire to have the same good fortune.
Right. All right, now we get it. So they were just unhappy with Joseph for his good fortune. He's having a good dream, and they're mad about that. They want what Joseph has. They want their father's love, and they're jealous of Joseph and envious of Joseph because he has it. Right?
Come.
Keep going.
Come. Verse 9. And he dreamed yet another dream, and told it his brethren, and said, Behold, I have dreamed a dream, more and behold, the sun and the moon and the 11 stars made obeisance to me.
Right. So he said, it's another dream he's telling me. Go ahead, keep going.
And he told it to his father and to his brethren. And his father rebuked him and said unto him, What is this dream that thou hast dreamed? Shall I and thy mother and thy brother indeed come to bow down ourselves to thee to the earth? And his brother envied him. Mm-hmm. But his father observed the same. And his brethren went to feed their father's flock in Shechem.
Right.
And Israel said unto Joseph, Do not thy brethren feed the flock in Shechem?
Right. So he had these dreams, and his brother's mad about these dreams. Right. So and then now it's a couple days later or whatever, and Joseph is sitting around, and his brother's out there laboring. So Jacob comes to his son and said, Hey, ain't your brother out there working? Go and keep going. You don't see. Go and work with them.
Come, and I will send thee unto them. And he said to him, Here am I.
Right.
And he said to him, Go, I pray thee, see whether it be well with thy brethren.
Right. Go check on them. You go see what they're doing, make sure everything's good with them, and come back and bring me a report. Go ahead.
And well with the flocks, and bring me word again. So he sent him out of the vale of Hebron, and he came to Shechem. And a certain man found him, and behold, he was wandering in the field. And the man asked him, saying, What seekest thou? And he said, I see my brethren. Tell me, I pray thee.
Right, so he's looking for his brothers. He runs into a man, and man directs him into the direction that his brothers are going. Go ahead.
Tell me, I pray thee, where they feed their flocks. And the man said, They are departed hence. For I heard them say, Let us go to Dothan. And Joseph went after his brethren and found them in Dothan. And when they saw him afar off.
Okay, hold on. So he runs into a man, the man shows him, he's like, okay. The man tells him, they over there, basically, So he sees Joseph is coming up on his brothers. He's doing what his father told him to do. Right? So now what? The brothers see him coming. Remember, these is the other brothers. You know what I'm saying? The other Reuben, Judah, the other brothers, right? Keep going.
Okay.
Simeon, Levi, Asher. Go ahead.
And when they saw him afar off, even before he came near unto them, they conspired against him to slay him.
Now, what is this? Now, what stage are they at? Malice. They have to. That demon of jealousy then crept in, festered, grew to envy. Now they're at the stage of malice. They're conspiring against their own little brother. See what I'm saying? You see how that demon is? Jealousy and envy, and when it breeds that malice, it's how you killing your own goddamn wife. Whom you lay with. See what I'm saying? Whom you have kids with. You see the stories on NBC.
That's right.
CNN. Man murders wife, 2-year-old daughter, and kids, and shoots himself in the head afterwards. What do you think started? What do you think he started with? You have people in relationships that are jealous of their spouse.
Wow.
That's real life. They're jealous of their spouse because maybe their spouse might know more than them, or maybe their spouse is doing better than them, or feel that they are. You see how it is? It can be like that with your own spouse. So what makes you think that you can't be like that with your brother? You have to check that and watch that.
Right.
If you ever feel jealous or you ever feel a rivalry, check it at the door. Don't let that demon come into your house and fester and grow into envy. And now it grew, and now it's what you want to do. Now you want to do malice things.
All right.
And guess what? The Lord is not going to be with you.
Right. Right.
The Lord is not going to be with you. You see what I'm saying? Keep going. So now they conspiring against their brother. Go ahead.
Al-Makan, verse 19. And they said one to another, behold, this dreamer cometh.
Then now they talking mess. Oh, the dreamer is coming. All right, look, Israel ain't changed not one bit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? we still the same people. Go ahead, continue.
Verse
it's funny,
20.
but it's not funny at the same time. Go ahead.
Come now, therefore, and let us slay him and cast him into some pit.
What they say? What are they talking about right here? Go ahead. They talking about killing him. They said, let's kill him and throw him in the ground. That's what they see. When they see their brother coming over the hill, they said, let's kill him and throw him into the ground. It's deep. This is what unbrotherly. This is what having no brotherhood and unbrotherliness gets us. We get to want to kill, or the desire to kill our own brother. And this they brother by flesh and blood, same father. You know what I'm saying? Now, when I say brother, I'm talking about our brothers as far as kinsmen according to the flesh. Right? Keep going.
And we will say, some evil beast have devoured him.
They came up with a whole plan. That's like it. That's the street terminology. They came up with a whole plan to kill this brother. Right? Go ahead.
And we shall see what will become of his dreams.
Yeah, let's kill him. We're gonna see what's gonna become of his dreams. The dreams he talking about, we gonna bow down to him and all that type of stuff. We're gonna see what's gonna. If you dead, what's gonna happen then? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
This is jealousy and envy at its best.
Right.
They in that malice demons got them by the dog collar like this. You know, you ever seen a pit bull like ready to bite, and you have the owners just holding it back like, hold on. That's how that demon got them brothers right now. Picture it like that. It's like if you about to go smoke some weed or something, that demon got you like this. You right there on the dog, he's just walking you right to the weed man house. Likewise for any other sin, it's a demon carrying your ass right to the damn slaughterhouse. Like, hey, let's go have sex with boys. A demon got you like a little dog carrying you, little chihuahua, walking with the demon right to go do whatever you gotta go do, about to go do. And right now they just conspiring to kill their brother. It's a pit bull. They just hold them back. They ready to bite. Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 21. And Reuben heard it, and he delivered it. And he delivered him out of their hands and said, "Let us not kill him."
Right. So the oldest brother, Reuben, the birth order. Reuben's the oldest son.
Right.
So Reuben said, "No, you're not gonna kill him." Right. He calmed his little brothers down. Right. Go ahead.
And Reuben said unto them, "Shed no blood,
Right. Don't kill him. Go ahead.
But cast him into this pit.
If you're gonna do anything, just throw him into the ditch. Go ahead.
That is in the wilderness.
Right.
And lay no hand upon him, that he might rid him out of their hands, to deliver him to his father again.
Right. So Reuben was like, if y'all don't do anything, just throw him into this pit, and if he make it out, he can make it back to dad. That way no blood is on your hands. Right? Go ahead.
How? And it came to pass when Joseph was come into his brethren, that they stripped Joseph out of his coat.
Right. So look, all this happened while they seen Joseph coming. So they talk about, oh man, let's kill him, let's do this. And now they coming up with how they gonna kill him, and the conspiracies, right? But they plotting on him. And then Reuben comes and says, nah, all this while he's coming. They see him from afar, all this while he's coming. Now he finally makes it up to him, and they start stripping him of his coat. He probably like, what the hell is going on?
All right, well.
You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa, I thought to ask y'all what dad sent me over here. Y'all grabbing me, locking me. What's going on? And, he's only 17 years old. These grown men.
Right.
It's more than one of them. They own him. I'm the youngest out of all my brothers. Let me go around them, and they both ready to follow me. It's gonna be war. Now I'm big enough to handle my own, but it's gonna be some issues. I'm 17 years old. You know how much he weigh. These brothers is shepherds. They shears and they working, and they probably got some weight to them. Keep going.
Oh God! His coat of many colors that was on him, and they took him and cast him into a pit.
They stripped him. They did exactly what Reuben said. They stripped him of his coat, threw him into the pit, and go ahead.
And the pit was empty. There was no water in it.
Right. So they basically trying to leave him there to die. Because they still, in the back of their minds, they still want him to die. Go ahead.
Okay. And they sat down and eat bread, and they lifted up their eyes and looked. And behold, a company of Ishmaelites came from Gilead.
Right. So Reuben said what he said and left. You understand? And now they're around. Now the brothers sitting around eating, and they see some Ishmaelites coming. So they're like, oh, he's in this pit. Now what we gonna do? They come up with another plan. Go ahead.
With their camels bearing spicery and balm and myrrh.
Have y'all heard this account before? You heard this before? You have not heard this? Have you heard this? Okay, go ahead. Keep going.
Going to carry it down to Egypt. And Judah said unto his brethren, what profit is it if we slay our brother and conceal his blood?
So Judah said, what is it going to profit us if we slay him and conceal our blood? Like, we ain't going to make no money off that.
Right.
He's like, Judah, like, hey, all that shit. Like, hey, they ain't going to. I'm telling you, they sitting around eating bread, still wanting to kill their little brothers in the ditch. They still want to kill him. And Judah just come out like, hey, I got a money move, basically, like, hey, they ain't going to profit us nothing. We just kill him and hide that we killed him. So we can make some money off this. All right, go ahead.
Come and let us sell him to the Ishmaelites.
He said, let us get some money. Let's sell him to these Ishmaelites. And let them do whatever they want to do to him. Because he's thinking he know how the enemy deal with you. They might kill him anyway. See what I'm saying? That's our enemy. The fuck? They might kill him They might kill him anyway. Go ahead.
And let not our hand be upon him, for he is our brother and our flesh.
Right.
And his brethren were content.
So he said that, and his brothers was like, okay, that's cool. Well, I'm with that plan. Go ahead.
Then there passed by some Midianites, merchantmen, and they drew and lifted up Joseph out of the pit, and sold Joseph to the Ishmaelites for 20 pieces of silver. And they brought Joseph unto Egypt, and Reuben returned unto the pit. And behold, Joseph was not in the pit, and he rent his clothes.
Reuben was upset. He thought they killed him. When he came back, he was like, oh man, Dad gonna be mad. He got rent his clothes, tore his clothes off. Was like, what did y'all do? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead. You got a question?
Y'all say who's the Midianites again?
Midian is, I believe, they're Ham, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me, but I believe they're Ham.
And that was a city that
Now they was in Canaan.
Moses. Remember remember this city Moses went to? When he was,
Yeah, it was Midian. God. Yeah, so they Hamites.
But that was Ham city.
Yeah, Midianites are Hamites.
Okay.
But Ishmaelites took him to. So what must have happened was they sold him to some Midianites, and Midianites must have sold him to some Ishmaelites. Right. And Ishmaelites took him down to Egypt.
Oh God.
Right. Go ahead.
And he returned unto his brethren and said, the child is not, and I, whither shall I go? And they took Joseph's coat and killed a kid of the goats.
So Reuben's like, the child is not here. She still call him a child. He didn't say man. 17 years old. So the child is not here. Where the hell we gonna go? We'll go back to dad when dad sent him here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's like, what are we gonna do? The brothers already got this plotted out. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. But now what they do?
And dipped the coat in the blood.
Mm-hmm.
And they sent the coat of many colors, and they brought it to their father and said, this have we found.
Mm-hmm.
Know not whether it be thy son's coat or no. And he knew it and said, it is my son's coat. And evil beasts have devoured him. Joseph is without doubt rent in pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And Jacob rent his clothes and put sackcloth upon his loins and mourned for his son many days.
You see this? Do you see this? Do you see this? This is jealousy, envy, and malice at its finest.
Right.
They hurt their father. Their father lost his favorite son. Well, he believes to have lost his favorite son. See what I'm saying? And all because that demon of jealousy crept into their minds, and then it bred envy. Envy bred that malice. To the point to where they sought to kill their brother, but they didn't kill him. But they not only did they hurt their brother, they hurt their father in the act of doing it. See what I'm saying? And is that the spirit of brotherhood? Is that loving your brother as yourself? La. See what I'm saying? And let's fast forward a little bit. Joseph came. They all needed the land that Jacob and everybody was dwelling. Joseph didn't die in Egypt. He became one of the head men in Egypt. And like Sawat was saying, he stayed brotherly. You seen his brothers, he helped his brothers. He gave his brothers food, water, raiment. He gave his younger brother Benjamin double because Benjamin had nothing to do with it. But he gave his other brother, he still gave them food. And he told them he made like a whole little conspiracy because he wanted to know if his father was still alive, just to see his father again. Wow. Y'all gotta read these accounts, man. You know what I'm saying? It's deep. And and they brought him back, and he made sure that his father was good. He told them that they can all come into Egypt, and he's gonna make sure that they're good. Joseph was the man that gave the Egyptians the idea of storehouses and to stockpile on their storehouses. And he was able to bring his family in, and the famine came, and the stockhouses came in handy. And so Joseph was even better. He was able to bring his family in. He took care of his family all the days of his life. You see what I'm saying? And then that's when you read in Exodus, there arose a new Pharaoh who knew not Joseph. You see what I'm saying? Because Israelites had favor in Egypt at that time, in the time of Joseph. Right? Now there arose a new Pharaoh who knew not Joseph, and that's when we get to the whole Exodus period, the Moses. See what I'm saying? You got a question, Swab? We got something to say?
They didn't recognize when he was doing all that, right? They didn't even know who he was. Remember, is that, am I remember correctly?
Yeah, no, they didn't know who he was. And he knew that they didn't know who he was, so he was like, okay. But he recognized his brothers immediately.
That's right.
He knew exactly who they were. And Joseph's dreams came true. They came bowing to him. You know what I'm saying? They came bowing to him, begging an Egyptian, well, who they thought was an Egyptian, for food and for what they needed. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how the Lord works. You gotta know who you serve. You better know who you serve. Give me 1 Samuel 24. Don't get an account of before I end the class. I know we started late. I wish I could have got through all these precepts. But I'm gonna show you examples. I'm gonna show you an example, an account. Since I showed you unbrotherliness in the account, I'm gonna show you an example of extreme brotherhood. Right? Y'all know about Saul and David, right?
Okay.
You don't know about Saul and David? Well, just to shorten it up, Saul wanted to kill David. And Saul used to come around. You ever see like that? Okay, put it like this. You ever see like the dude the top boss? Then you have like the boss is like one of the boss's soldiers, and the boss wants to now kill the soldier. You know what I'm saying? That's how Saul and David was. That's how Saul and David was. The boss wanted to kill the soldier, but the soldier had so much love for the boss. See what I'm saying?
Right.
And the boss was jealous and envious of the soldier. Do you see what I'm saying? That jealousy and envy is dangerous, I think. It's really dangerous. You don't want to let that fester into your spirit, brothers and sisters. It breeds malice. And when it gets to that point, hey, I can't even say Lord be with you because the Lord not going to be with you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But 1 Samuel 24. At this point in time, Saul then tried to kill David on multiple occasions. Right at this point in time, we're picking up at
24.
Saul then tried to kill David on multiple. He didn't kill people that dealt with David and everything. People that gave David showbread and bread, and he didn't kill them. If you even helped David, I'm killing you. That's how Saul was. And David like, damn, like I can't. It's the king. I can't live out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, imagine you running from the feds. It's like your life is on paranoia. You gotta watch it back. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna put that pressure on you. Saul is coming with the pressure on David. Hey, so what? Can you see me real quick? Go ahead. Whoever got it.
The book of 1 Samuel, chapter 24, and it's like you said, what verse?
24 and 1. Let's start at 1.
Okay. The book is 1 Samuel, chapter 24, and verse 1. Mm-hmm. And it came to pass, when Saul was returned from following the Philistines, that it was told him, saying, behold, David is in the wilderness of En-Gedi.
Mm-hmm.
Then Saul took 3,000 chosen men out of Israel.
God damn. He took 3,000 men to come get David. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And went to seek David.
Saul wanted David dead. Bad. I'm telling you. You think Saul just took some ring? You think soldiers too? He the king. Saul took soldiers to come get David. Go ahead. Because he knew what type of body David had. David was a solid brother. David was he was a soldier too.
That's right. And
men followed David because how strong of a soldier David was. See what I'm saying? So, I appreciate it.
Right.
Keep going.
Oh God. And his men upon the rocks of the wild goats.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 3. And it came to the sheepcotes by the way, mm-hmm. where was a cave, and Saul went in to cover his feet, and David and his men remained in the sides of the cave.
All right, so hold on. I don't know if y'all getting this right now, or y'all not getting it. Let me know. I'll break it down. If you're online and you watching, let me know. I'll break it down. Let me give it to where y'all at so I can follow along too.
Oh, we're on verse 4.
Verse 4? That's a lot. All right, I'm gonna break it down anyway. So what's going on is Saul is looking after David. He just so happened to be passing by. He's in the cave. He coming to rest in this cave. David's men see Saul go. David's men see Saul's men and him going into this cave. David's men's on the sides of the cave. They in the cave. You get what's going on. You get the situation.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
Oh God. Verse 4. And the men of David said unto him, Behold, the day of which the Lord said unto thee, Behold, I will deliver thine enemy into thine hand, that thou mayest do to him as it shall seem good unto thee.
Oh, wait. And his men came and said, oh, Slakia, sir. The days come. We don't gotta run no more. We don't gotta hide no more. The Lord has delivered your enemy into your hand. He in this cave. Sleep. We can get him right now.
Right.
We got him lacking right now. See what I'm saying? Go ahead. What David say?
Oh God. Then David arose and cut off the skirt of Saul's robe privately.
Right. So hold on. So David was like, he said, ooh, hopped up, went into the cave. He looking over Saul. The man been trying to kill him and then killed everybody that messed with him. Y'all done seen these movies before. I know y'all have. Like when everybody, like maybe like it's like the CIA rogue soldier, and like they kill everybody that had contact with that soldier.
Right.
Saul did that to David. Now the rogue soldier has the opportunity to kill the person who's been hunting him, the top boss. So when his man comes to him and tells him this, he gets up. Oh, you're right. It is the time. I can go get him right now. He goes in there, creeps up in there. But instead of killing him, what does he do? Cuts off a piece of his robe. Right? Now he got a piece to let you know I was this close to you. If I'm able to cut, because you know it's the king. Guards be on point, like can't even get close to the king. You know how it is, right? He got close enough to cut off his robe. It's like, no, David was that dude. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 5.
David was that dude. So I tell y'all, go ahead.
Oh God. Verse 5. And it came to pass afterward that David's heart smote him because he had cut off Saul's skirt.
He felt bad for even doing that. Go ahead.
Verse 6. And he said unto his men, the Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master. The Lord's anointed.
Hold on, Zach. Hold on, brother. This is heavy. David fears the Lord. Something that the brothers in Genesis, when we read about that they didn't do. They didn't fear the Lord at this time. Wow. They were enticed by their demons. David fears the Lord. This is why the Lord loved David so much. He said David even felt bad for cutting off a piece of his robe. And this man been trying to kill him. Do you see how deep that is? David is operating in what? Somebody please give me the answer. Go ahead, Swap. Brotherhood. His mind, he has the spirit of brotherhood on him. He's operating in brotherhood. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You probably remember, like Saul, man, that's his boy. That's the also they go back on the memories, everything. You know what I'm saying?
Saul, look,
it's cold game.
Right. Saul's son loved him. I think he married one of Saul's daughters. You see what I'm saying? Like they got history. If you ain't read never read the account of David, read the account, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. It's deep. David's like, that's why a lot of people say, oh, I feel like I'm King David. No, you're not, brother, but okay, you know, I feel you correct to the story, to the account. You know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing. David's operating in the spirit of brotherhood. He felt bad for even cutting off his thing. He told his men, he said, look, his men ready to go. I know, think of it like you in war at this time. His men ready to go. They thinking David about to, and they about to all go, right when David go. You know what I'm saying? But David said, no, this is not what the Lord wants me to do. See what I'm saying? Go ahead, keep reading.
The Lord's anointed to stretch forth mine hand against him.
Go a couple not verses, but words up.
Okay,
He said, my master or something.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 24 and verse 6. And he said unto his men, the Lord forbid that I should do this thing unto my master.
Unto my master. This is still my king. See what I'm saying? He's the king over Israel. And we know that ain't no king or no leader in Israel appointed over Israel unless he's ordained by the Lord. See what I'm saying? Yeah. So the Lord is also testing David at this point in time to see what does he respect me and my decision, or is he just a vengeful bastard? See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Okay. The Lord's anointed to stretch forth my hand against him.
Right. He said, I can't do it. I can't stretch forth my hand against the Lord's anointed. Keep going.
Seeing he is the anointed of the Lord. Mm-hmm. Verse 7. So David stayed his servants. So David stayed his servants with these words.
Right. So his men heard this and was like, you know what? Calm, sir. And they left out the cave. Keep going.
And suffered them not to rise against Saul. But Saul rose up out of the cave and went on his way. Mm-hmm. Verse 8. David also arose afterward and went out of the cave. Right. And cried after Saul, saying, my lord the king. And when Saul looked behind him, David stooped with his face to the earth.
Well, hold on. Do y'all know what's going on right here? I don't think y'all understand. David could have killed Saul in that cave. He stayed in the cave. He didn't even know he was in the cave. You ever heard that? What was that dude name? I got murder on what's that dude name?
William something.
Yo, it ain't no matter. He had murder on his mind. He could have killed this dude all throughout the night. You know that demon was on David. Mm-hmm. He's right here. Get him. What did David do? He fought that demon. He fought off that, no matter how much, he fought off that malice. You see what I'm saying? He stayed in the spirit of brotherhood. He stayed in the back of the cave. He watched Saul and them leave out the cave. Then when they left out the cave, David came out yelling after Saul and bowed down. Do you see what's going on here? This is respect. What do we read in Romans 13:7? Pay tribute to them who tribute is due. Right. Honor them who's supposed to be honored. Right. David did that. See what I'm saying? At all times, Akim, Baba Kashah, sisters as well, you operate on the right-hand side of righteousness. No matter what's done to you. No matter what's going on in your life, no matter how this person's treating you, no matter whatever's going on, you make sure you're doing the right thing. And the Lord will always be with you. See what I'm saying? Right. If you're, hold your peace, bro. If you're not, then what? You leave room for Satan to come in, and you leave room for you to be destroyed. Right. See what I'm saying? Always operate on the right-hand side of righteousness, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it may be. It gets hard. You don't think David was battling in his mind to kill this man that's been trying to kill him? Right. He was. But he stayed on the right-hand side of righteousness. He didn't go left. The book of Joshua chapter 1 verse, I believe, 5-8. Turn out from the left hand or to the right. Don't double take what you're going to do. Be sure-minded. It said double-minded men is unstable in all his ways. Be sure-minded in what you're doing. If you're sure that you serve the Lord, then serve the Lord. See what I'm saying? Okay. If it is serving the Lord, you what? You be brotherly. See what I'm saying? Keep going.
Okay. David stooped with his face to the earth and bowed himself. And David said to Saul, wherefore hearest thou men's words, saying, behold, David seeketh thy heart. Verse 10, behold, this day thine eyes have seen how that the Lord had delivered thee today into mine hand in the cave. And some bade me kill thee, but mine eye spared thee. And I said, I will not put forth mine hand against my Lord, for he is the Lord's anointed. Moreover,
hold on. He's in verse 9, he said, look, Saul, why do you listen to what men say? You see what I'm saying? Why are you listening to what other men gotta say that talk about you to me, or about what I'm saying to you, or what you heard about me to you? You know, the rumors, basically. Why are you listening to that? Because I sat down here in this cave and I could have killed you. My men could have killed your men. But what? I said, la. No. Because you are the Lord's anointed. Right? Keep going.
Oh God. Verse 11. Moreover, my father, see the skirt of thy robe in my hand.
What? He said, look what I got in my hand. Look at your coat. Look what I got. This is to prove what he's saying in verses 9 and 10, right? Go ahead.
Oh God. For in that I cut off the skirt of thy robe and killed thee not. Know thou and see that there is neither evil nor transgression in my hand.
You should see it's neither evil nor transgression in my hand. I don't seek to do you harm. I don't seek to do you hurt. I'm not being evil towards you. I'm not sinning against the Lord for my own vain purposes. Keep going.
Oh God. And I have not sinned against thee. Yet thou huntest my soul to take it.
He said, but yet you want to come kill me. See what I'm saying? Do you see the amount of brotherhood David is having? Do you see it compared to the other account that we had? It takes, you have to be really, truly dedicated in serving the Lord to do that. Not too many people can do that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, continue.
Oh God. Verse 12. The Lord judge between me and thee.
Right, the Lord going to judge between you and me. Now, go ahead.
And the Lord avenge me of thee, but my hand shall not be upon thee. As saith the proverb of the ancients, wickedness proceedeth from the wicked, but my hand shall not be upon thee. After whom is the king of Israel come out?
Right. See, I ain't gonna have that blood on my hands and the war be against me. I'm going, like I said, you always want to be on the right hand side of righteousness in all things. No matter how you might feel on the inside, no matter what your flesh is telling you to do, you might be like, I want to. You don't move like that. That's not how a man of the Lord moves. When the Lord tells you to move, you move. When the Lord tells you not to move, you don't move. The Lord say be patient, you be patient. You move how you're supposed to move. And the Lord will always be with you. See what I'm saying? And you always operate on the right hand side of righteousness. Right? Go ahead.
Oh God. After whom dost thou pursue? After a dead dog, after a flea. Verse 15. The Lord therefore be judge, and judge between me and thee, and see, and plead my cause, and deliver me out of thy hand. And it came to pass, when David had made an end of speaking these words unto Saul, that Saul said, Is this thy voice, my son David? And Saul lifted up his voice and wept. And he said to David, Thou art my righteous, then I, Salakia. Thou art more righteous than I, for thou hast rewarded me good.
Hold on. Saul seen this, seen what David was saying, and heard what David was saying. Remember, they have a history. Just like Joseph had a history with his brothers and been around him his whole life. These accounts are two in the same. Joseph, Saul's son, Jonathan loves him. I can show you that if y'all want to know. If y'all want that. 1 Samuel, hold on. 1 Samuel 1:26. It's like this. Basically, what Saul said, when David talked to Saul's son, Jonathan, and tells him that you love me more than a man will love his wife. Like, you'd have been a brother to me more than that. This is Saul's son. You see what I'm saying? Like, they got a history together. And David and Saul wants to kill this man, and David's pleading with this man, showing respect to this man. It's I could have killed you, but I didn't kill you because that's not what the Lord wants. You're the Lord's anointed. So why do you seek my life, brother? Why do you want me? David displayed ultimate brotherhood. See what I'm saying? David displayed and showed how brothers should be. I'm your brother. I don't mean to cause you no harm, but I don't want to be killed by you. I don't want to be murdered by you when we're supposed to be together in this. See what I'm saying? What else is that on there? Not that.
Whereas I have rewarded thee evil.
So Saul started crying after he heard the words of David. And he said, dang, his brother is right. His brother is right. The Lord is not going to be with me now because I was wrong. See what I'm saying? Like, that's how you should think too. How they thought back then, when you do something wrong, the Lord not with you. And when the brother do something right, the Lord is with him. Same way you should think. Now, like it says, look to the generations of old. You gotta learn from these accounts that you go through, that you read. You know what I'm saying? Study to show thyself approved. 1 Timothy 2:15. You gotta learn these things. And know that you gotta learn from this. Because what's your natural mindset, what you want to do? You gonna kill Saul in that cave. You gonna kill Saul in that cave. Let me rid myself of this problem. Not even thinking about, dang, and then later come out like, dang, he was the Lord's anointed. He was the king. See what I'm saying? That's why I say in everything that you do, you got to be in the spirit of Christ, in the spirit of the Lord. So like, go ahead, read that one more. Keep going. So Saul's hurt by the words that David said. He said, damn, I'm wrong. Go ahead.
Verse 18. And thou hast showed this day how that thou hast dealt well with me.
Mm-hmm. You showed me this day how you dealt well with me. You showed me this day something I never thought was possible. You showed me that you really about what you say. Right? Go ahead.
Oh God. For as much as when the Lord had delivered me into thine hand, thou killedst me not. For if a man find his enemy, will he let him go well away? Mm-hmm. Wherefore the Lord reward thee good for that thou hast done unto me this day. And now, behold, I know well that thou shalt surely be king, and that the kingdom of Israel shall be established in thine hand.
That's what Saul said back to David. That's what Saul said back to David.
Verse 21.
No, you can stop right there.
Okay, come on.
That's what Saul said back to David. He's like, damn, you right. Now I know the Lord is truly going to be with you, and the Lord is going to establish a kingdom by you. See what I'm saying? Give me Revelations 12:10. Oh no, it's like a Romans. Somebody give me Romans 12:2 and Revelations 12:10. We're going to end it.
Romans 12:2 and
right?
Revelations
12:10. Whoever got Romans, I want that one first.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Be not conformed to this world. Like I brought out earlier, this world is established on jealousy, envy, and malice. They want you to be unbrotherly with each other. They want to hurt you, enslave you, beat you, rob you, pillage you, and they want you to do the same to your own people. Be not conformed to the ways of the world. Right? Go ahead.
But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right. Be transformed by this truth. Change. Become a new person. Because this world doesn't want you to be the person who you should be.
Right.
Right? Go ahead.
That ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Right. So you may prove what is good and acceptable, and you may be and do the will of the Lord. You understand?
Okay.
Give me Revelations.
Okay. It's like Revelation chapter 2.
12 and 10.
Okay. The book of Revelations chapter 12 and verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our God and the power of his Christ. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Right. So look, Satan is always going to try to make a case against you. He's going to always try to make a case against you. He's like the, not public defender, what's the other one? District attorney.
Right.
He's trying to build a case against you on any little thing. Oh, see, he get jealous so easily. Look at him. He really hates his brother. Look at him. Oh, you don't believe me, Lord? Look, I can show you right now. You see what I'm saying? That's how Satan get down.
That's right.
Look, he wants that brother's wife. He wants her. He wants to, look, he loves getting high. Look, I'm going to show you. Look, I'm going to show you. I got the evidence right here. It's in your own angels' records. Look, I got the records too. See what I'm saying? Because, you know, the angels of the Lord is watching over you. Satan has access to them records too. Angel report, hey, this brother got high this day. Blase, blase. This brother lusting and wanted that brother's wife this day. Satan's like, look, your own angel reported it. He's making a fool. You know how the DA get down.
That's right.
Same way they get down, same way Satan get down. That's why you go to court, you're like, this is a damn devil. I'm fighting against Satan up in here. Because that's how Satan gets down. He's proving his case. He wants to bring the accuser. He's accusing you of everything. He's making sure that you don't get on no chariots. Now, if David was conformed to the ways of the world, would David have killed Saul? Yes. But David operated different. He operated under the spirit of the Lord. See what I'm saying? And the accuser has no effect against that. Keep going.
Okay. It's like we're on verse 10, right?
Right.
For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our God day and night.
Day and night. And look, Satan is employee of the year. I'm trying to tell y'all, Satan and they're employees of the year. Man. They take no days off. They don't slack. They don't fret. They're not scared of nothing. They're trying, day and night, they are trying to get you. They are trying to get you and they're trying to make you fail. Don't fall weak, Aki. Sisters, Akhwati. Don't fall weak. Serve the Lord with all thy heart, all thy mind, all thy soul. Love thy brother with all thy heart, all thy mind, all thy soul. With that, I'm going to end the class. This priest officer Christ, Shalom, Lord Christ.